Hello, LIBA301 students. Welcome to the course. This fully online 8-week course is being offered to you through Canvas. And I'm an instructor, Greg McConnell. I'll be your guide through this entire course. I want to spend a little bit of time here first to welcome you to the course. So this is the official welcome to the course. And then in addition to that, I wanted to kind of introduce myself a little bit, talk about the course, go over the overview of the course, kind of the layout of the course. And then in the first week, I'll post a couple more videos. One will be going over the syllabus by itself right here in the left menu area. The other one will be going over some of the content that we're going to be getting into during the first week of the course. So again, my name is Greg McConnell. I've been a teacher in higher education for over 20 years now. I've been hanging around the Mount for a long time. I actually did my undergraduate study at the Mount back in the early 90s. And then I went on to Penn State to get a master's degree. And then I went on to Penn State and Walden University to work on my doctorate. I never finished my doctorate. I didn't finish my dissertation, so I'm not Dr. McConnell. That may come at some point. Who knows at this point? But anyways, that's just a little background about me. I do live in the Altoona area, and I have been teaching for the Mount for many, many years now. I love Mount Aloysius College. I'm very passionate about teaching, and I hope that comes across in this course. I will tell you that there is a new textbook for this course. This is brand new this semester, and this is actually written by one of the Mount Aloysius College adjunct professors, Jennifer Gamuka. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name correctly there or not, but I think I got it pretty close. But anyways, this textbook is what we will be using for the course. Wait, how many pages? The Bedrock for Conquering Capstone. This has a lot of rich content in it, and we will be using this book and for the major content for the course. Now, I will bring in some other material, and a lot of this will be guided by research, but this will be the basis for the book itself, or for the course itself. So make sure you have this textbook. The information for the textbook is in the syllabus. So make sure that you get the book and that you read it according to the readings for the week. And I will lay that out and talk about that in a couple minutes. Okay. So to kind of go over a little bit about the layout of the course. Again, we're using Canvas, which is the Mount Aloysius College learning management system that we've been using for several years now. And this is kind of the layout of this course. It's all brand new because we had a new textbook. I thought it'd be a good time to kind of refresh the course, bring in some more information, kind of adjust the course a little bit to make it meet and exceed the objectives of the actual course itself. So again, we'll get into that when we go over the syllabus. We'll talk about the course objectives and all that stuff, but I want to spend the remainder of this time talking to you about the layout of the course. A couple things to note. I am in student view here right now, so this should be very similar to what it looks like for you. When you go into your main Canvas page and you click on the course itself, when you land in the Canvas course, this is the home page. This is the main modules page for the course. So what I typically do with this is I land students here where the majority of the work is going to be happening. Actually, all of the work. It can be driven right from this page here. Okay. So over here you have the left menu area, and we will be using a few of these things. So you have the home page, which again is where you'll land whenever you click on the course from your main Canvas page. Below that you have the syllabus, which I'll go over in detail in another video following this one. Here you have assignments, so if you want to take a look at the assignments that are due, that are coming up, you can see everything for the course. They're actually shown in here by date right now, so you can look down through the assignments and when everything is due. You can take a look at discussions. just as, again, more of a matter of looking to see what it is that you have to do for the course. This is where you'll be able to take a look at your grades. I can't go into this as an instructor, although I'm in student view, it won't let me go into it that far. And then this people will be using later on in the course. So that is for us to engage with one another in some activities, some group work and things like that. So that's kind of the basic layout of the course. I try to keep it simple. There may be times where I bring in another, element that is available to you in the menu area, but for right now we're going to keep it just as is to keep it simple to start the course. So again, I'm going to go back to the home page. Everything that you need to do for the course, I showed you some where the assignments are and how you can look at them, and discussions and how you can look at those. You can get to those through there, but my recommendation would be to use this main area to drive everything that you do. Okay, and what I mean by that, so here in week 1 you have 2 discussions. You can get to those over here. You can get to them over in this area here as well. However, they are here in week 1, module 1. So this course is divided up into 8 modules. Module 1, you have 2 discussions. This is the first discussion. This is the second discussion. Okay. Module 2, which is week 2, you have some things that you have to do. Okay, and you can tell by the icons here, this little icon with the kind of the bubbles, you'll see that that is discussion icon. So down here this is a discussion. So you have a discussion here, and then you have a writing assignment. Again, you can get to those through over here and here, or over in here. However, my recommendation is to get to it through this main modules area, and that's why I set it up like this. You can do whatever you're most comfortable with, but again, this is my recommendation of how you get to everything would be right in here. That way you know right where we are. The dates are here. You know what week we're in. You know what's due that week. You can just use this main module area to drive everything, to get to the assignments, to submit the assignments, everything else. Okay, so again, the course is divided up into 8 modules, 1 module for each week. So week 1, and then you have the dates here. Week 2, which is module 2, and the dates there. Week 3, which is module 3, and the dates, and so on and so forth, the whole way down to week 8. Again, I mentioned this is an 8-week course. It's fully online. There will be some synchronous time, and that will come in the form of us meeting sometime in midterm to kind of see where you are, go over any issues that you're having, those kind of things, and then we'll meet again in the final few days of the course for you to go over your service project presentation with me. Now, when I go over the syllabus, I'm going to go over the details of all the assignments and everything like that, but for now, I'm just going over the structure of the course. And then below the main module weeks, I put in some student writing resources. This is where I will guide you sometimes. So when I'm grading a paper, I may say to you, hey, take a look at the APA student sample paper in the student writing resources area. And this is what I'm directing you back to, is this area here. Or I might say, hey, you know what? You might want to check out this video on the Al Purdue vidcast link in the student writing resources area, and this is what I'd be referring to. So I will refer to this often. I will build on this area here, so what is here is not going to be exhaustive of what will be here by the end of the course, because I will add things as we go. But that's kind of the general makeup of the course itself. Now, for week 1, again, there are some things that you have to do, and the only thing that I'm going to mention here at this point is that it's very, very important that you complete the student introduction. Okay, you will notice that I kind of keep the weeks. So week 1, and this you'll see the start date and the end date. So things that are in here that are due, they'll be due by the last day in the module. Okay. Except for the student introduction. But you do have a discussion here, week 1 discussion. I'm going to jump into that in a minute. But I want to show you a couple things here. There are readings for week 1. So you want to know, what am I supposed to read this week? Here it is. You have to read the introduction and chapter 1 of this textbook. Okay? So once you have that, You can move down through the list here so you know what you have to read. You can know what we're going to be focusing on, and a lot of it is choosing a topic. So there are a couple of videos in here on how to choose a topic. This one is actually a PowerPoint. I'm going to record some information and go over this PowerPoint with you, so that video will show up in here as well. And then your first discussion, other than the student introductions, that is due. Now there are 3 parts to this. Okay, read over this. You're basically summarizing chapter 1 in your own words, kind of analyzing a little bit. What did you learn? What stands out to you the most? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? What do you wish that there was more of in the chapter? Those kind of things. So you're not simply providing a summary. You're kind of engaging in a conversation with the author of the textbook in terms of kind of that back and forth writing is what I'm looking for there. So, for example, the author claims that students should know their academic major writing style by this point in their career. However, I was never taught that up to this point. Okay, that's kind of that back and forth what I'm referring to there. The next one is, which writing style do you believe that you should be using for your major? Do you believe you should be using APA, MLA, Chicago? And as the book points out, these are kind of the 3 main, and the majority of students at Mount Aloysius College use these 3. I would suggest even more than that the majority of the students at Mount Aloysius College use APA as their major writing style. Then the third thing, so you're going to list that here, kind of provide some detail. Follow the prompt. This would be 1 to 2 paragraphs. The first one would be 1 to 2 paragraphs. And then this next one is related to a topic related to your major. So again, one of the goals of this course is to get you to think about what your topic for your final capstone project will be. Okay? You can choose that now. You can choose it in the first 2 weeks of the course. You can choose it at the end of the course. You can wait until you start your capstone final seminar in your final semester or next semester or whenever you're planning on taking that. It's in the senior year. But you can certainly do the work and prep for that now, because you're kind of going to be forced a little bit, gently forced in that direction of coming up with your topic. So you're definitely going to have to pick a topic related to your major. Okay, why not start to think about your capstone project topic and really kind of hone in on what you want to do here throughout this course to support your final capstone project paper. Okay, so you're going to be forced to do that, to think about right now in the first couple weeks. Think about a couple of topics. They have to keep some things in mind. Definitely we want to be writing about something that you're very interested in. This is a big paper, 20-page paper. You have to gather a lot of sources. You got to do a lot of research. You're going to spend a lot of time on this thing. So my recommendation number 1 would be make sure that it's something that you're interested in. Okay? If you're going to write about something that you're interested in, you're going to have a tendency to want to work on it more, and it's not going to be such a burden versus having to do a lot of research and writing, reading and writing on a topic that you have no interest in, something that just bores you to tears. Okay, try to avoid that. That would be recommendation number 1. The other thing would be to make sure that you align your topic with your major. Okay, and another thing I'll mention here now, and we'll get into it again in week 2 in more detail, is make sure that your topic is not too broad. In other words, if you come up with a topic and you do a Google search and there are 6 million hit results on that Google search, your topic is too broad. Conversely, if you do something that is too narrow, if you do a Google search and your topic is so narrow that they're limited or almost no results, that's not good either. So you want to have a topic that is not too broad, it's not too narrow, although the majority of the students struggle with the too broad. You want somewhere in the middle. And the process of what we're going to do over the next couple weeks is going to help with that a bit. There's some videos housed in here and some other things that I think are going to be very helpful. So again, make sure that you are beginning to think about the topic and that you're really kind of honing in on what you want to do for your capstone final project. Okay. Once you decide on the topic for this course, again, it's not set in stone for your capstone project. It can be, doesn't have to be. It can morph, it can be something related to it, but it can morph after you do the work for this capstone seminar prep course once you get to your capstone final project. Okay, but you're going to be required to think about a couple of topics related to your major, keeping those things that I just mentioned a couple minutes ago in mind. And you're going to be asked to choose one of those, and that's going to be kind of guiding you through the work that you're going to do in this course. So you're going to have to come up with a topic proposal. That's a writing assignment. You're going to have to do a lot of research in terms of library search and write an annotated bibliography. This is all going to be based on your topic search. You're going to write, your third paper is a formal paper. It's going to be a 3 to 5 page paper based on your topic that you chose in the first couple weeks of this course. Again, so make sure that for this course, even if you don't think it's going to be your final capstone project topic, make sure that it's related to your major, it's something you're interested in, because for the remainder of this course, you're going to spend a great deal of time working within that one topic, and that's going to be what guides you through the rest of this course. Okay, I'm going to jump back home here, and I'm going to end it there. I went a little bit over what I wanted to with this intro, but after you view this, if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me. My contact information is all in the syllabus. You can email me, you can text me, you can call me, and we can set up, if you want to meet online, we can set up a time to meet online using Google Meet. The link for that will be here in this course as well. So please take some time, look over the weeks of the course, and I will post another video